Clash Royale has officially saved their game, or if not saved, took. They have made a massive step in the right direction, ladies and gentlemen, and let's get into it. This is what I think is a really, 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 really good update. Now, I have an infographic for you. Everyone loves infographics, but I'm going to be reading off this article showing what they're doing immediately. They're doing this immediately. Live on FipTep. Omar! February 23rd, no more duplicate cards at max level. Trust me, it gets better. This is kind of appealing to the rich people. The crystal system has felt punishing for many players, especially when receiving duplicate level 16 cards. As a first step to improve this, we're adding stronger safeguards to reduce duplicates until more of your collection is maxed. On the 23rd, if you have fewer than 60 max level cards, you cannot receive a duplicate of a max level card. So no more getting wasted crystals, and you will instead be buffing your progression. If you have more than 60 level or 60 max level cards, the drop weight of max level cards will be reduced by 90%. So even if you do have a bunch of max level cards, you are still more likely to get your normal cards, which is cool. That's all cool. Arena 5. You will now unlock heroes way earlier, which, yes, I know we're not off to the most amazing start, but we've seen that unlocking heroes can feel too far away early on, especially for new players. I definitely think this is an issue. The hero unlock slot will now be available at Arena 5, bringing this feature closer to the start of your journey. We'll continue evaluating how this impacts accessibility and overall progression. So they're trying to get heroes, and trust me, we've got updates coming. Heroes will be much easier to get. But heroes are something that are kind of confusing, especially for late game players. I think if you introduce them way earlier on, it's kind of more simple to newer players and they can get to understand them better. And I think that, I guess it's not my favorite part of the update, but it can help. Now, here's where we get into the fun stuff. From March onwards, the deck slot reduction, so how many chaotic cards are going on in the game, is reduced. So they said they're removing one special slot, reducing the total from 4 to 3 right here. The new standard will be one Evo slot, one hero slot, and a wild slot. So this wild slot is going to be basically a flex spot that you can choose either to use a hero, an Evo, or a champion. So you can have 2 Evos and 1 hero, 2 heroes and 1 Evo, 2 champions and 1 Evo, to something. Basically, you can't have a total of 4 crazy cards going on with abilities and evos, and it's been reduced to 3. So I think this is really good. I would have preferred they just remove a hero slot, but this is honestly really cool as well because it switches up how much importance you put on the evos, and the heroes and champions are kind of, I think they need to be addressed. We might need to start reducing or removing or reducing how much of a disparity there is between heroes and champions, because champions are kind of like, I don't want to, God, not champions. I'd rather have an Evo and a hero. Like, I'd rather have 2 of Evos or 2 of heroes than having a champion in my deck for the most part. I can think of really, really niche situations where I wouldn't. But yeah, basically, this is really good because you're now going to open up way more opportunities to be creative with your deck. And you're going to have to really think, hey, do I really want to, just abuse this new hero? Because I'm going to have to take this out of my deck in order to do that. And I'm pretty sure good balancing will come with the new heroes as well. Or I mean because every month they, nerf the recent broken heroes to the ground. So hopefully they'll do that. This change will apply to Trophy Road, Ranked, and Challenges. The goal is to maintain deck building flexibility while reducing some of the friction created by the 4-card setup. What is this? If this is a bowler, I'm going to lose my shit. But, yes, before we get on to this, which I'm sure we're actually excited about, they are removing random heroes. Hero unlocks will no longer be random. Players will now be able to choose exactly what hero they want using their fragments. Because of this change, the free random hero unlock event will be updated to support player choice. As part of this update, 75 guaranteed hero fragments will be available in the free pass each season starting from March. So not only can you choose what hero you want to get, you can also get them way faster. And I think this is great because clearly it's too late to just revert heroes. So making heroes way more accessible to people should increase how interested people are in heroes. Really, I think it's a double-edged sword. Like, heroes as a gameplay mechanic aren't that great. I don't love them. I don't think they're amazing. But you know what is true is that heroes are also completely inaccessible. The only way to get them is to spend $15 or to get insanely lucky every 4 months. So now they're buffing how much you get and making sure that you actually get the one you want, which is huge. And I think that a lot of the reason that people don't have any interest in heroes is because most people can't play them. Most people aren't just going to spend money on this crap game unless the game is in a really good state and it deserves, my money. If the game is horrible, I'm not going to spend money. If the game is doing good, I'm more inclined to spend money, even though I'd rather not spend money, even though I'm a creator. Also, unlock a free hero. Along with the 200 free hero, why are these two different? Okay, I'll just read the document. To support the transition from random to chosen heroes, we will grant 200 hero fragments to all players who have already passed the hero unlock step at Arena 5. So it's claimable for 3 months starting mid-March, which means if you just log in, you're going to be able to get whatever hero you want. And you could also, if you don't like any of the heroes, wait. Assuming that they continue to, add some heroes, you're going to be able to save that to get the hero you actually want to get, because maybe there's one that's more broken than next season's ones, or one that's more broken than the next 2 seasons ones. New evolutions, here we go, baby. This is some good news. And a new evolution is arriving in April. There will be no evolution in May. Okay. Starting in June, we will rotate between heroes, evos, and new cards. That is perfect, because not only does this increase, I guess, I still am not a fan of heroes. Nothing is going to make me a fan of heroes. I just like how they're lessening the blow of heroes. But yeah, basically to me, rotating between heroes, evos, and new cards gives extra oomph to it. It's like, dang, I wonder if it's not a set rotation. Even if it's a set rotation, that'd be, I guess, cool. But it has me wondering, hey, are we going to get a new card, a new evo, or a new hero? And I'd probably be a little disappointed if it's a hero, but now that they're a little bit easier way easier to unlock, and I can choose which one, maybe I'm a little more inclined. But still, they're adding back evolutions, which I don't think they were going to plan on doing until, I think we made a difference, begging for evos, and with all of the creators update videos, all the community feedback, I think that really affected this. But yeah, new cards as well. So, not one of the best things about Clash Royale is you don't have to make constant content updates. When I mean like game changes to the game, because there are constantly new evos or new heroes or new cards. I don't like new heroes, but I keep saying that, but new evos and new cards and balance changes keeps the game fresh every month, because you're not doing the same thing. The meta is constantly shifting, for better or for worse, and that's creating a sort of as long as there's not an extremely broken, like really polarizing card, Hero Goblins, Evo Witch, Evo Furnace, like Evo Ghost, there's like a reason to keep playing, and it's different every month, so it doesn't get stale. It can get stale if the meta is unbalanced, but of course, ideally, we balance the meta. It can't be that hard, can it? 5-star lucky chest improvements. We have heard that 5-star lucky chests don't always feel as rewarding or exciting as they should. We'll be sharing detailed improvements soon. So I imagine they're going to buff. I actually complained about this in yesterday's video. I think they're going to buff how much wild cards versus how much random cards you're getting. So I think they would probably increase the amount of wild cards you get and make sure it's mostly wild cards and not like something that you don't want. Like you open it and you get 7,500 spear goblins and it's like, well, shit, I didn't want that. But yeah, there our roadmap moving forward. This isn't everything we have planned for the year. Stay tuned to our socials so you don't miss what's next. We have more exciting things coming. Thank you for being part of the Clash Royale community. This isn't the update, guys. Like this has nothing to do with the update that is coming in next month, or I don't know if it's update, but they do the thing where they add new heroes and they add new content or whatever every month. This literally, it had nothing to do with it. So we're not only going to get this immediately, we're also going to get the updates. So we have a lot on our plate for the month of March and just the rest of this month. And I think that's going to be really good for the game. I want to let you guys give your comments, give your feedback down below. And I honestly really like it. I really like it. Definitely heard our feedback. Is it too little too late? I don't think so, because I think Clash Royale is always going to be a game that people are willing to play, because it's a one of a kind. It's a great game at its core, and I think this is a wonderful change. Clearly it's too late to go back from Heroes, so I think they made a great change with Heroes. We'll have to see what they do with the lucky drops. Great change with the flex slot. Great change with cycling between Evos, Heroes, and cards. No more duplicates is great too, even though that affects less people. And I think, getting a little bit of progression changes slowly, a new content update in a few months or however long it takes, is going to be a great step for the game. Absolutely love this. Excited to see, or excited to tell you guys what's happening in March as well, because we've got way more coming. Stay tuned.